Yo, 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 yo. What is up, everybody? And we are back with another episode of TFTC Sports. Yes, we are in the final week of the 2024-2025 NFL season, week 18. And
final week.
This is going to be the final week of all 32 teams play. Unfortunately, my team didn't make the playoffs, but I am your host, Real Good Doty, and this is my co-host.
It's your boy Kodak Coffee. You already know, last week of football, Saquon Barkley from the break records. Eric Dickerson, your record's going down. We no longer care. Fly, Eagles, fly. And I got my other co-host with me.
Chico Grande, Chico two-time, Shooter McGavin, baby, and maybe the Steelers will bounce back. Santa hasn't brought us a W this December. Yes. It's been terrible, man. We're limping into the playoffs. It's not the way I want to go in.
Tails up.
Yeah, at least your team's in the playoffs. But yes, this is the final episode, actually, of 2024. But before we get started, I tell y'all each and every episode.
What you tell them?
Stop what you're doing, go to the App Store, and download the app PrizePicks and use promo code PRAWWPQJ4. PrizePicks will match your first deposit up to $25. And the cool thing about PrizePicks is pretty much you can bet on any sports that you want. Right now, we do have a LeBron taco, which is at 19 points, which he's going to soar over. We didn't get one for football, unfortunately, because we don't have any Thursday night football anymore. But this week, we're going to select Jamar Chase for longest reception over 25 yards.
Ooh, I don't know about that, little Sethi.
This is a must-win game for the
over 25
Bengals.
And a half?
Jamar has gone over it 5 times straight.
So you know what that means? He's due to not go over it.
I just don't see that happening because this is a must-win for the Bengals. They have to win to stay in the playoffs. And then next, we're going to go Joe Burrow over 2.5 rushing attempts. This could be sweaty, which is why I flexed it. But, you know, Joe Burrow has gone over it twice. And then the third pick, we're going to select Malik Neighbors for over 70.5 yards receiving. Malik Neighbors is coming off a career day, 2 tutties, 171 yards, and he broke Odell Beckham's rookie record with the Giants. 1,000-yard. I mean, because Odell only had 94 receptions, Malik has over 100. And
yeah, but they're also playing like way more games now.
Well, yeah, but also you got to understand that Malik is playing with a third-string quarterback. Dude had over 1,000 yards. So did Odell, but Odell was playing with the future Hall of Famer Eli Manning, which he was on the downside of his career. But yes, I like Malik to go over this. Philly might not even play their starters. It is the last game of the New York Giants season, so why not? Next, we're going to select Baker Mayfield over 269 yards passing. The Bucs need to win this game to win the division. I expect them to win this game. They're playing New Orleans, and I expect Baker to go over this. Now, this one, y'all may crucify me, but I'm going to select Lamar under 220 passing yards, and here's the reason why. The Ravens are going to win the division. They already clinched the playoff spot. And I don't expect the Ravens to play their whole starters the whole game. Maybe 2 series tops. Maybe enough to get Lamar a touchdown, but I just don't see him going over 220 passing yards. And I don't see why he should even be in that situation against the Browns, who are trying to tank. But I hope the Browns win so the Giants can get a better pick. And then last but not least, Caleb Williams over 29.5 yards rushing. He's gone over this twice in a row the past 2 weeks. I expect him to go over this against Green Bay. And this is my 6-man flex.
Ooh, and there you have it, Seth's 6-man flex. Once again, make sure you sign up for PrizePicks. You want to get the dough? You think because it's week 18, PrizePicks is going to stop? It's not. It's going to keep going. We got a bunch of UFC cards, amazing cards that's coming up that you can bet on. The NBA is still going on. WNBA about to start up again. So you're feeling froggy, you might want to do that.
We got hockey too.
March Madness coming up soon. It's a lot of things, man. And don't forget the bowl games are still going on. We still got
Nobody
a lot of
cares.
it's a lot of the championship bowl game and all that stuff.
Oh,
is on.
yeah.
Hey, I bet on Ashton
talking about the
Jeffrey.
other bowl games.
I bet on Ashton Genties to get more than 100 yards versus Penn State. We gonna get that. We gonna get that money. I don't think he gonna lose, but he gonna get his yards.
Yeah, I got Penn State on the money line.
Yeah, ooh.
James Frank needs to win this game. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get started with this episode.
Unforgivable topic, Seth. Everyone in the world wants to know why the Giants can't even lose right. They were supposed to lose this game so they can lock in that number 1 pick and get their quarterback of the future. Now it looks like they're going to have to trade many assets, maybe a bunch of first-round picks, maybe a couple second-round picks, a whole basket of assets to get what they already were going to get.
Because here's the thing. The Giants have so many holes, and they do have $65 million in cap. Joe Sheen is already on the hot seat. He could stay, but the thing about him staying, I don't want him to stay because he's going to be desperate.
Yep.
And you make emotional, bad decisions when you're desperate. So they're going to have to get a quarterback. Like, there's no if, buts, what's about it. They're going to have to.
Got a quarterback. You got Drew Lock. Drew Lock said he got his own lock.
No, because if you have Drew Lock,
he's going to.
No, because if you have Drew Lock, you're going to be in the same situation that you are in next year.
Winning?
You're going to win meaningless games. You're going to beat bad teams. You're not going to beat the teams like the Commanders. You're not going to beat the Eagles. You're probably not even going to beat the Cowboys when healthy. And you're just not going to be able to beat the cream of the crop. Like, you're going to be able to beat bad teams with backup quarterbacks.
They need to get a running back and just put it all on lock.
I mean, Tyron Tracy has almost 800 yards.
Tracy.
As a 5th rounder. I don't think he's the guy, but
what?
I mean,
Jesse doesn't feel like Tracy's the guy.
I think he's a low-end number 1. He's a good backup.
Oh.
But I mean, hey, I feel like if he would have started, yes, he would have got 1,000 yards. But just 1,000 yards ain't even, you know what I mean? Like,
shoot,
anybody can just get 1,000.
Najee got 1,000 yards, and he's been playing terrible.
I'm still surprised he got 1,000.
But here's my thing with the Giants, though.
Definitely, I definitely understand that. I mean, I feel like when Drew Lock saw Shedeur Sanders post them tweets up showing the New York Giants, and everywhere you go, Shedeur Sanders was being too cocky with it. You see him in the gym, in the locker room, he said, "Oh yeah, don't worry about it. I'm manifesting. I'm going to the Giants." He kept talking about it. He over here doing things with Malik Neighbors. Drew Lock said, "Nah.
Not today.
Not today. I got something for what." That's what I feel like is going on with the Antonio Pierce screwing the Raiders and Drew Lock screwing the Giants. I feel like they feel like they can do better than these rookies.
Well, here's the thing, though. The Giants are gonna get in a bidding war with one team. Could it be Cleveland? Probably not.
Aren't they number 3, right?
Could it be Tennessee? Maybe. But I wouldn't be surprised if the team like the Raiders, who are at 8, and if they win this week against the Chargers, they're probably going to go, to the 10th pick? I wouldn't be surprised if them and the Giants get in the bidding war, especially if the Giants win against Philly, who possibly could sit their starters.
I mean, Saquon playing, you're going to break the record. So
but I'm saying, after he gets his record, they could just, hey, Saquon, you got your record. Okay,
to me, that's an idiot move.
It's only once in a lifetime thing. You got to do it while you can.
It's not really breaking. It's not really breaking the record though, because.
So what about if he gets hurt? And I could see the Giants.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Possibly trying to hurt him.
Nah,
I would try to hurt him.
That was the Cowboys. The Cowboys or the Steelers was gonna try to hurt you, but he went past them. I mean, the Giants.
Oh yeah, he didn't do anything against the Steelers.
The Giants is pillows, man. We gonna run straight through that. I mean, I don't know. We're going to talk about that later, but back to the Giants.
I just don't feel like him breaking the record really holds any luster because they're playing a handful of more games. That's like saying, LeBron James broke these records, but he played 8 more years than Michael Jordan. It's not really anything to be impressed. And he still actually hasn't even caught him on a lot of things.
I feel like the Giants, they should just get a running back in the first round, and then draft, go into free agency and grab one of the quarterbacks out of free agency.
No, because here's the thing. You cannot sell the fan base on Justin Fields. You cannot sold the fan base on Sam Darnold, because Sam Darnold is doing good because of Kevin O'Connell, who is an offensive genius. Now, Daboll's he is good at developing quarterbacks. But the thing about that is having a bridge quarterback is you have to have so many other holes filled
Kenny
already.
Pickett's available.
You know what I mean?
Kenny Pickett
And the
may
Giants
be available.
and the Giants don't have that.
Fields may be available.
The reason why the Vikings were able to get Donald because they had two really good receivers, Pro Bowl tight end, good offensive line, something the Giants don't have.
And he's not locked up, right? Sam's going to be able to go anywhere?
Well, yeah, but I mean, I would expect the Vikings to pay him, but the Vikings are good either or because JJ McCartney, could very well be that guy because so far O'Connell has made every quarterback look good in their system. In the system. Look at Kirk Cousins in that system.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they said Kirk Cousins might be a free agent. What if Kirk Cousins be a Giant?
No,
you don't want that?
Kirk Cousins in a Giants
I'm telling you right
uniform.
now, the Giants just need to just draft a quarterback because this whole bridge quarterback thing,
about
it's
Cam
just
Ward?
not going to work because if we get a bridge quarterback, we're not going to be bad enough to get our guy unless we get lucky and someone falls. You know what I mean?
Seth, if you so the Giants, I kind of agree with this, that they said that they very well could set their franchise back 4 years with that mistake because I feel like they need to fill a lot of holes.
Exactly.
But you still need your franchise player. But if you have to give up 3/4 of your assets to get your franchise player, then you're going to have one guy and not really be able to do anything else.
Yeah,
so
but the thing
it's
about
going to be tough.
Here's what I would do if I'm the Giants in free agency.
Get Jason from Ole Miss.
I would go out, try to get some linemen, sign. Honestly, I would call the Raiders.
Cam Ward. Do you believe in Cam Ward? If
Yes.
he's if they don't want to lose assets and they could draft him with the fifth,
but
sixth pick.
I would call the Raiders and try to trade for Jacoby Myers. Try to get a 4th round for him because I think right now he's putting up better numbers than T. Higgins. Mm-hmm. I mean, he has more yards than T. Higgins.
Yeah.
And I can count on him more than T. Higgins. So I would try to go out and trade for a guy like Jacoby Myers. Mm-hmm. And then I would go out and get my guy at quarterback because you would have Myers, line, and then you would have your quarterback, and then you can build the defense and then find a running back to go with Tracy.
Yeah, they can do that. Or they can just, get T. Higgins out of free agency. Drew Lock gonna make him one of his top receivers next year. Malik Neighbors gonna be balling out, and just get a running back, man. Just rock with that. Because you on a hot seat. Do you really want to be on a hot seat and put it all on a rookie?
You're gonna be even
put
more
it on
on
a rookie.
No, because
I really get somebody
fans would
proven.
rather see a rookie quarterback than
Forget all
Drew
that.
Lock.
And fans would, and I want to keep my job. So what you gonna do?
Okay, well go ahead, play Drew Lock again, and let me know how that works out for you.
Play Drew Lock or get Kirk Cousins in the free agency. It's like the whole LeBron James thing. Like LeBron James don't want rookies. He want proven people.
I don't want Kirk Cousins. He got benched with the
It's
Falcons.
going to be a mess.
Get Aaron Rodgers.
No.
Rodgers.
But anyways, let us know what you think, what the Giants should do. Trade up, get a bridge quarterback.
Get Tommy Vitotti.
DeVito?
I'm tripping. Wrong team.
You said rigatoni.
Exactly, but that's what we got for the Giants. The Giants' failure of a season. But moving on, we got the Week 18 power rankings. The Commanders clinching with an amazing.
They top 10 now. They're 7.
Who?
Washington.
Hey man, they've been balling. They've been beating
We dropped to 12.
They've been
Bills
beating
should
a
not
lot
be
of good
number one.
teams. The Bills. So who should be number one? If
Kansas
you say
City.
The Eagles.
Chiefs, Bills. The Lions should be ahead of the Vikings.
I
We
think.
gonna see that-
Ravens
we gonna
should
see
be
that
ahead of the Eagles.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I think
We
the
beat them.
Eagles
Why-
Packers
should
should
be
be
6.
ahead of the Rams.
Why would the Ravens be ahead of us when we beat them? That makes no sense. We beat them. So how they gonna be ahead of us?
Because
Strength
who has a
of
better
schedule.
record?
We have a better record than the Ravens.
Okay.
Strength of schedule.
Man, I can see that. I can see that.
Got an easier schedule.
Y'all play the same people all the time. That's not even fair.
We always have the hardest schedule.
I can give you that.
we
the
literally
way they ran over the Texans, that wasn't hard.
We literally played like 3 contending teams in 10 days. Like the NFL schedule makers absolutely hate the Steelers, and then it's like, oh, we're gonna play a Monday night game and then a Saturday night game, and it's just like, I don't know. I feel like whoever makes the schedule absolutely hates the Steelers because it's like at the end of season every year they give us some BS schedule with no rest against their toughest opponents. And sometimes it's not necessarily that we lose as far as lose the games, but we lose players. They stack up against us, and then we're going in the playoffs with a handful of guys hurt.
The Rams.
And I feel like that's what they do to try to get us out of there.
True. I feel like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are way better than the Rams. The Rams are just horrible.
I feel like
that
the Steelers
trash
are way
game they
better
had
than the
against
Bucs
the Arizona
and the
Cardinals
Chargers.
was the worst game I ever
the
saw
Rams
next to the Seahawks versus the Bears.
Steelers should
But
be
here's
10.
the thing about the Rams. They'll get you one upset. They'll you know what I mean? They'll get you one upset.
Uh-huh.
That's what the Rams are.
That's it. That's all they'll
They'll
give
get you one upset, but then after that, they'll come back to reality.
True. Yeah, definitely. They're definitely coming back.
Like, I could see them somehow beating the Commanders.
Yeah, what do you think about Washington turning their franchise around and actually making the playoffs?
It's amazing. It's a beautiful thing. They're going to be there for a while.
They won't. I guess. I mean, maybe.
Watch them get their defense better and get a consistent run game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
And a legit number 2 receiver.
so let me ask y'all this. Is Washington gonna keep this up like the next couple of years, or are they gonna turn into the Houston Texans like CJ Stroud? Once people got film on him, he kind of fell off.
Though, but he does make some mistakes.
I feel like once teams got a hefty amount of film on CJ Stroud to learn his tendencies, he was really not that big of a factor anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can
I
see
think
Jaden Daniels maybe having a sophomore slump.
as well, it's tough.
He may have a better year than CJ, only because he scrambles. He scrambles more than CJ.
Yeah.
So that's gonna keep him in that keeps him in the game. You see
He
that
just has
does
to be
help a lot.
careful, man.
Yeah, he
All
definitely
that
has to be
running.
careful
Yeah,
with that.
look,
With all that
He needs
running.
to pack on some weight too.
Seth, that one Giants win bumped them 6 spots in the power rankings.
That's crazy. It's the
No.
Giants. That makes no sense. I mean, the Dolphins. Hey man, the Dolphins. We won. I'm surprised we still at number 18. That's just disrespectful. I mean, and we
They
did
can
it without
still make the
Tua.
playoffs. Played the Browns.
I mean,
Kodak.
hey, we did it without Tua. That's all that means.
Giants
Something.
could have beat the Browns.
Without your start court. Without I mean,
Yes.
Giants would beat the Browns. The Giants can't beat the Browns.
Really?
Yeah, Giants can't beat the Browns. Jeremiah Ford would run all over the Giants.
Okay, I would bet on that.
I already know that for a fact.
Who would win that game, Gavin?
Speaking of bets,
I mean, who's the quarterback for the Browns? Are you going with
We beat them with the Deshaun
James
Watson.
Winston.
James Winston. Y'all not
That's
beating
my
James
quarterback.
Winston.
But speaking of my quarterback and my bets, let's go to the big bet leaderboard. This is the final leaderboard for the regular season. We got Jesse at 91 and 48, me right behind at 89 and 50, and Seth with the perfect week coming all the way up to right on my heels and right on Jesse's heels. I don't know if we're all right in tune, so the playoffs, anyone's up to bring home the trophy
I'm
after
gonna
the
pick
playoffs.
every game Seth picked this week. He ain't winning.
That's cheating.
It's not cheating.
That's straight up cheating.
It's called game
Bengals
planning.
and Steelers. I already know who I'm picking.
Ooh, that's a hard one. I don't know who's gonna pick that. And they both need to win.
But let's
got
go.
Bengals.
Let's also take a look at our leaderboard for the big game bets. We got Seth at top, and then me
Ooh.
and Jesse are both 3 games under 500, and so we're both in the yellow.
I'm going
right
out with
there.
a ball. I'm betting on every game in this game. Real talk. It's the last one. I mean,
Yeah.
might
I mean,
as
we're
well.
still gonna have
we
our
got
playoff
playoffs.
show bets.
Playoff bets don't really count like that. It ain't,
Yeah,
the,
they
same.
do.
It ain't the same.
It's even better. Playoff bets. They gotta come harder. No.
Hey, I guess so. True
But-
that. But I mean, hey man, shout out to Steph, man. He's killing it in the big game bets, man. But I mean, it's time to start the show. Week 18, baby. Let's go.
We got both teams that need to win to get in the playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah. We got. Let me see.
Go.
We got the divisional rivalry game. We got the
The
Pittsburgh.
8-8 Cincinnati Bengals going
Yep.
against the 10-6 Pittsburgh Steelers. Now Pittsburgh is on a 2-game losing streak, and the Bengals are on, I believe, they're on fire right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're on
Now,
fire.
Joe Burrow has been carrying this team. I do not love the Bengals defense. Pathetic. I don't see the Bengals defense shutting out the Steelers offense. Pickens will be playing in this game. I expect him to be heavily involved. Now, Chase Brown tweaked his ankle, but I expect him to play.
Mm-hmm.
I expect him to struggle because Pittsburgh's got a good run defense. Joe Burrow is going to have to beat Pittsburgh with his arm. I see it happening. Give me the Bengals in this game. On the money line.
What? Are you serious?
Yes,
On
I'll
the
bet.
road?
Yes,
I'll
bet
take
both
that bet.
Ooh.
20. 20. Come on.
Let's do
$20.
tacos.
All right.
I mean, they banned tacos for this game. I mean,
It's
this game,
basically 20.
this game is crazy. It's a divisional rivalry game, like I said. So you don't know how it's gonna go. I mean, last time they played, Russell Wilson threw for 414 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 pick. So I mean, I can see Russell doing the same thing. I mean, Pickens did come back. He did come back from the last game. He had 3 catches for 50 yards. I mean, and I feel like when Pickens comes back on the team, the whole team's dynamic changes around. They play with more umph. The Steelers. And I mean, the only thing I feel like the Bengals know if they go into the playoffs that they won't win. So I don't really think they should even waste their time into going to the playoffs. They might as well just give Jamar Chase the ball, throw Jamar Chase the ball, let him get his bonus, and then just get ready for next season. Because I mean, this team ain't where it needs to be. The defense isn't where it needs to be. The O-line still sucks. So what, you finna go to the playoffs and get spanked? Is that what you finna do? That doesn't even sound like a good plan.
The Steelers got to pick it up. I've been really disappointed. I kind of understand. It's like in basketball, dang, they're playing a back-to-back with 3 games in 10 days, and
they tired.
all elite teams in that time period. You know, they just got embarrassed by the Chiefs, man. It's just, really
10-29. They just couldn't do it.
I mean, Russell 23 of 37. That's not going to get it done. Passer rating of 66. I mean, Najee, who I've been saying should be demoted to 3rd string, did have 74 yards. Probably one of his better games, but it wasn't enough. But look, in less carries, Warren got 71 yards, and he's averaging 6.5 yards per carry, while Najee only averaged 5.7 in that last game against the Chiefs. So I mean, they got to get something together. You don't want to go into the playoffs on like a 4-game losing streak.
Definitely don't.
I mean, that's unforgivable. I think this is a character moment for the Steelers. They're at home. It's a rivalry game. If the Steelers win, they could maybe make some noise in the playoffs. Because I
can definitely see that. Yes.
This season was a blessing because we didn't really think that we might not even be a playoff team. So we kind of showed the whole league that we're a real team. But this is going to come down to this. If they lose this game, I think they're going to be mentally beaten and lose in the first round. And I don't even know if they'll even play that good of a game. But if they win this game, then I will have faith in them in the first round of the playoffs. It'll be interesting. I saw a whole bunch of scenarios on who they will play. I won't even mind them. Just get it out of the way. Let's take on Lamar Jackson, the Ravens, first round.
Ooh,
let's just go ahead and do it. Let's make that scenario happen, and let's embarrass Lamar Jackson and send him home. But it doesn't start without showing up on this game.
Facts.
You have to show up. You can't get manhandled at the line. You got to bring the oomph. You got to put some dicks in the dirt. You can't play around.
Facts, you can't play around. I mean, I believe in Najee Harris going to have another balling game this game. 74 yards last game, like Cole said. He's going to do it again. The Bengals line, D-line can't stop nobody. They gave up 92 yards to Ford, and then they played Jalil and the Broncos, and then they gave up 69 yards to him. So if you can't stop those two, I feel like the line is kind of weak. So Najee should have a great game this one. And if Najee has a great game, that means it's over. That means the passing is going to be wide open. But that's who. It's time to pick who we going for this game.
Yeah, I picked Steelers, of course. Seth picked Bengals. Where are you going?
Ooh, man. I'm going Steelers. I'm going Steelers. This game they have to win. They definitely have to win this game.
At home, they're going to have the crowd.
Yeah,
terrible towels in the air.
Who won last time?
We beat them, right?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
We beat them on the road.
38-45, I think. I had money on the Steelers that game. Remember?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the week, Gavin. I think I won $1,600. I think.
Yeah, we won 44 to 38 on December 1st, which really isn't that too long ago. I mean, it's within a month.
Yeah, I feel like the Steelers going. Yeah, the Steelers got this. They definitely got this. But before we move on, it's time to talk about Prize Picks Underdog, because we always put money in your pockets. So before we move on, I'm gonna ask both my co-hosts for both teams.
Go ahead.
This guy here. I'm gonna ask my co-hosts for both teams. What you ban on for Prize Picks? You going for the Steelers side? We're gonna talk about the Steelers side and the Bengals side. You ban on anything
really
nice?
Anyone on the Steelers?
Nobody? Not Pickens or Russell on the passing yards or nothing?
Nah.
What? I at least gotta.
That's all you, fam.
You also, what you think? You think are you taking Russell Wilson touchdown passes, receiving yards?
No, I mean, yeah, to get one touchdown. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if they
The
have
Green
something
Goblin,
That's gonna be.
yeah.
It's not
like
gonna be
that.
a 0.5. You already know it's gonna be like 1.5 for us for this type of game. It's gonna be 1.5.
I just don't like how they use fire move.
Why do they keep on leaving Pickett on the Steelers? I'm looking at the inactive list off screen, and
He's still there.
they still have him on the Steelers.
True that. And then what you just said? You said you don't like what you said? You just
The way
said,
they
oh yeah,
use
fire
fire
move.
move.
Fire move just balled out 7 catches for 60 yards. So
Yeah, but it's just like
the game
when
before
I
that was
need him
3
to
for
come through
16.
for me, dude. Yeah,
3
that's
for
what I'm
16.
saying.
Yeah, last game you can't have that.
He's,
What about for the
Fryermuth is not consistent.
What about for the Bengals? Before we move on to the last
Chase,
one, Bengals.
give me Chase all day.
Chase Hall on
Chase.
receptions, yards. What? Oh, you already picked up. What you picked Chase for the longest reception, right?
Longest
29
reception.
29.5. I mean, that's crazy.
Catches if I could. They're not up there though.
Yeah,
over 25 and a half.
catches, targets. You know, you definitely got to go. That Jamar Chase has been
Chase is
killing
a guy
it.
I'm willing to lose my coin on.
Definitely. I mean,
You also bet on Joe Burrow over 2.5 rush attempts.
yeah, he's gonna do that. The Steelers gonna chase him out of the pocket at least one time. But that's what we got going on for the Steelers versus the Bengals game. Make sure y'all comment down below who y'all got for this, man. This week 18, I'm loving it,
I'd
man.
be so sick if
So
Burrow's
hype.
at 2 instead of, you know what I mean?
2
if he only
3.
gets 2.
He only runs 2. Oh, wait, he's gonna run 8 yards and then get sacked and then lose it all. That's
At
how.
least he's out the pocket. Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But moving on, we got the next game, man.
3-13 New York Giants versus
Yes.
the other way around. 13-3 Philadelphia Eagles. New York Giants once again overachieved to underachieve in a meaningless game
What
that
you
absolutely
mean?
means nothing.
True. But I told you I said I feel like the Giants can win against the Colts because I feel like something's funny gonna
Yeah,
happen.
because Anthony. Well, I'll get into him later.
Anthony, yeah. Then they had Joe Flacco coming out of nowhere.
I mean, I didn't know Joe Flacco was gonna play. You know what I mean? I didn't know till Friday.
facts. They've been doing that a lot lately, like waiting until the last minute to tell you what's going on. But I mean, yeah, like my coach just said, man, Drew Lock did the unthinkable. Y'all thought they were going to secure the #1 draft pick. Locke said, "Not today, man. I'm gonna show you what I really do. 300.
Oh, the Eagles are only favored by 3.5.
I mean,
Yeah, because because they're starters. That's why.
yeah, you don't know. Then you don't know if Kenny Pickett's starting, but he's injured. You don't know if he's still hurt. Then you got the whole Jalen Hurts situation. So the only thing they're really doing
this
is
is a
Are
scary
the
game for
Eagles
the
going to get a bye?
Giants.
the Eagles already clinched everything, no matter what they in it.
No, but are they going to get a bye first round?
I mean, gonna be second seed, regardless.
No.
No,
they
then you won't get a
No,
bye.
we ain't gonna get a bye. But
This is a scary game for the Giants, dude.
definitely is a scary game for the
But
Giants.
sometimes teams that take they don't play their starters and then they have a bye, or maybe they don't really play all their starters the last couple weeks.
Can bite them in the butt too.
I've seen that happen 1,000,001 times.
Uh-huh.
That teams that rest their players and then they're in a big game and they're rusty, and maybe they figure it out, but they crap the bed too much early on and it costs them the game.
I can see.
I mean, that's happened to the Ravens.
True.
Yes.
See what you saying that it got me thinking. Like I feel like the Eagles they only gonna play like the first
To
half.
halftime
The
or
first
first quarter?
to the first half to halftime. They're gonna play it to halftime until because you already know AJ and or Devontae. I'm saying, yeah, Devontae gonna get their numbers like they did last game. They gonna get like at least 50 yards each. Then once Saquon get his numbers, he's out the game because I think he's like 120 yards or less into hitting the record. So I mean, I feel like he's definitely gonna get that. The Giants aren't gonna stack the box.
It'd be crazy if he's trying to get this record and he gets a big run and then someone's chasing him down, so he has to kick it into the next year.
And just pulls a hammy.
Now out for a month.
No, I definitely hope that.
I would laugh so
Gavin's
hard
that guy who
if that
lives
happened.
hard.
I feel like that would have
Somebody.
happened. If anything, that would have happened the Cowboys game because the way they were stacking the box against Saquon, they made. That's why Devontae and AJ Brown went off because that's the only thing they cared about was a run game.
Well,
the Giants, I don't feel like they even care. I feel like the season's already over with.
I mean,
Unless Drew Lock gives an amazing speech and says we gonna win this game, they really don't care. They really.
Giants are gonna win again, and then they're gonna get the 12th pick.
Oh Lord, that'd be embarrassing.
that would probably low key make me probably not be a fan anymore.
Hey, but
I'm being honest.
Seth might have to start another fire with Giants gear.
Exactly, but I mean, I just want to know is Jalen Hurts gonna play? Because I mean, he didn't play the last game.
He's not gonna play for sure. I can bet you that.
True. Kenny Pickett's
gonna play for sure.
Kenny Pickett was balling until he got his I think he had abdominal or chest pain, and then he ended up leaving the game. That's when we ended up putting in our third string in. I mean, he really ain't have to do much. He only threw like 4 or 5 passes for 54 yards and 2 touchdowns. Let's go. But yeah, this game I'm definitely going Eagles. Eagles are winning this. I feel like
Pickett's questionable himself.
Yeah. I feel like we can go to the Super Bowl with this team. This team is really good. They're showing y'all. People said they only could do it on the ground. They did it in the air 2 games in a row.
You know what the Giants
I don't
should
believe
do?
in the Eagles. I'm
The
going to tell you
Giants should
straight
just
up.
sit their starters.
Ooh, they can't do that. That's too
They
obvious.
should play the practice squad.
What's the point? What's the
cares?
point?
Get a
What's the
fine?
point of them playing?
If you're smart, you just pay the fine
Nah,
and then
because
reap
if
the
you're
rewards.
gonna fine them for that, then you should fine every team for not playing their starters.
Yeah. But
I mean, who's not
they
playing
won't
their
do that.
starters? Patrick Mahomes?
He's not playing.
Yeah.
Russell's
Ravens?
not playing.
The Ravens might rest a little bit.
I
But what are y'all going with? This is kind of a fluky game, to kind of the
I
last.
need the
sometimes,
Eagles to win.
Yeah,
But I wouldn't be
few
surprised
games
if
in
the
the
Giants
season,
would do
so we have
something
to deal with
stupid.
this.
I'm definitely going Eagle. I'm definitely going to Philadelphia Eagles this game. I feel like we at least gonna beat them.
All of us.
Yeah. Oh man, you know
But I
what's,
wouldn't be surprised if the Giants find some way to fuck this
you
up.
know what's funny when he had you bet on the Eagles +7, the Giants +7, and like you thought it wasn't gonna happen, and the Eagles beat them down 41-7. That was funny.
That was a ripoff.
Cause you remember he tricked you into betting +7, and he was like, "Oh yeah, no, let's take that back." And then
the
Cowboys versus Eagles game,
Oh,
but
they
then,
sold that game.
Yeah.
That was sold.
That was a straight up
That was
tanking.
sold.
But at the same time, that's
Yeah,
another
they
one of
did.
those other situations where like you didn't know CD Lamb wasn't gonna play until like the last,
Exactly. I didn't know that.
and that changes up everything. So I mean, we're gonna talk about that later. But that's what we got going. Wait, before we move on, prize picks. What you betting on for the Giants side? Anything?
This Malik Neighbors nuking it.
Nuke Malik Neighbors.
Yards, set receptions.
Okay. What about for the Eagles? On the Eagles side, anybody like AJ, you like Devontae, you like Saquon rushing yards?
I'll do his rushing yards,
it's like
but I'll flex it.
It'd be like 80. Most likely like 79, 80 yards for rushing.
I'll flex it.
Definitely flex that. You definitely need to go for that. If they got the combo, his rushing and passing, you might have to go with that if it's a decent number. But I mean, that's what we have going for the Eagles versus the Giants game. Move it. Wait, who would you bet? Did you?
I say Eagles.
A prize pick for this?
What?
Anybody you put money on for this game?
No, this
Nobody?
this
Gavin
game's
hasn't got prize picks.
Okay.
This is a trap game. I'm not a huge bettor, and if I would give y'all any advice out in the internet world, don't play that game. You're gonna lose more than you think you are, unless you have a certain amount of disposable income that you're okay with losing.
Yeah.
That's what you bet.
That's why I'm very careful when I make bets. Like
Facts.
I've been hitting like the 6-man, like 25 to win like 350.
Uh-huh.
No, I did 25 to win 250 last week, and I hit.
Ooh, I like
Yeah.
it.
People just gotta watch because they'll lose and they'll be like, oh, but I know this one's gonna hit 100%. So I'm gonna go over my budget just a
bro.
little bit, and then they lose again. Then they're way over under budget.
And another thing is, don't put one team in all your parlays, because if they lose, they'll chalk your slip. I've learned lessons on that. Unless
Gotta
you're
spread the
very,
wealth.
very, 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 very confident, because I've had it to where one team just killed me.
Yep. That's what happened with the Colorado game. None of them hit their numbers. I was so sick, man. And Cameron hit his numbers. But moving on, man. We got the next game here, man. We got the Dallas Cowboys versus the Commanders. Zeke just got released.
Yeah,
I mean, everybody knew it. They was already talking about him showing up late to meetings and a practice. They wasn't having it, and the Cowboys ain't doing nothing no way. So Ezekiel ain't really missing
Poor
anything.
Zeke, man, he's done.
You think so?
Yeah.
His career's over.
Oh man, that's crazy. I mean, running backs' careers really don't last that long. So I mean, I definitely understand where you guys are coming from. But talking about this game, man, the Commanders just came off an amazing win, overtime win versus
Be
the
hanging out
Atlanta
with Des
Falcons.
Bryant and Cabo.
Oh, true that. They just came off an amazing win versus the Falcons in overtime, man. But how y'all feel about this, man? Jaden Daniels has been balling out, 227 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and then 107 on the ground rushing. I mean,
I think it's just gonna be a tune-up
wait,
game.
to do
for the
107
Commanders.
on the ground to play the Cowboys, I don't even know why you had to do that. But I mean, that's
He's
a
him.
Cowboys line. I mean, he is definitely him. He has been balling out. But once again, what's up with Terry? What's up with Terry, man?
Well, here's the thing with Terry. Cliff Dingleberry once again gave him a chalked game script. There's these games where Cliff just forgets that, I got McLaurin on my team.
Yep.
But Jaden Daniels, spread the ball around.
Yep.
Made a lot of plays on his feet. Zach Ertz was the guy in this game. But I just personally feel like McLaurin needs to get at least 8 targets a game. Like
definitely.
He just needs to be the guy every game in this offense.
Yeah, there should be no reason why he gets like 1 or 2 targets. Like last game against the Falcons, he had 5 targets. He only had like 5 targets. The game before, he only had a 1 target. So I mean, yeah, Yeah, you can't do that if you're trying to. You definitely trying to do something, and they definitely need all the help they're gonna get, especially with a D line. A D line is trash. I mean, they can't stop any backs, man. They couldn't stop Saquon. They couldn't stop Bijan Robinson. So I mean, Rico, I feel like he might do something. He had 104 last game. He surprised me.
I mean, the Commanders don't need to win this game, do they?
You think? I mean, yeah, they have to win. I mean,
they have to. They're 11-5.
No, yeah.
They already clinched the playoffs.
They already clinched the playoffs.
Yeah, they did.
They could rest players.
Win.
It just depends on how much they want to play.
Like if they win, it'll depend on who their matchup will be.
Yeah, I mean, depends if you want to. Do they want to go against the Eagles again?
Yes.
They probably don't. Third time. It's hard being.
Third time's the charm.
It's hard playing a team three times in a row the same season. What you gonna say?
No, but I already know who's gonna win that game.
Definitely, but and then also I want to know, is CeeDee Lamb playing, man? Because last game he didn't play. He's not playing again.
He's out for the season.
That's horrible.
Shoulder injury.
So
that's what I'm saying. I'm going Commanders. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, we would definitely have to go Commanders. I mean, Cooper Rush is okay, but he ain't gonna be doing nothing. I mean, he don't got no.
But I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if
will Brandon Cook show out? What
you said? You got Commanders in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if Cowboys win because Jaden Daniels. Why get him hurt?
It's gonna be like a practice squad versus practice squad type of game.
Does anybody know who's the backup quarterback for the Commanders?
Marcus Mariota.
Oh my God,
he balled out. Remember that game? No,
Hawaii.
But this isn't. This is why, like I'm saying, like Week 18 is not the best week.
It's definitely not.
It's the worst week.
It's hard. You don't know what's gonna happen. Some teams throwing games, they resting players. Other teams not. I mean, yeah, with this one, it really just depends on who they want to play in the playoffs. So I mean, I feel like
just bet on the games that teams need to win.
Definitely. Yeah, because I definitely feel like the Commanders. If Jaden Daniels plays, Commanders should win this game. But I mean, the way that
just don't risk him.
Is Michael
hurt.
Parsons playing? Because he the one. For some strange reason, Michael Parsons thinks his team can make it. I have no clue why.
He seems what?
He feels like his team is only 2-3 plays away.
He was like, no, even though we lost by 40, if you really look at it, we messed up on like 4 plays.
Bro, that guy loves the sound of his own voice. He loves the sound of his own voice.
Oh my God!
I believe it.
Every time they clip him, it's just like a meme, an instant meme of him being an idiot.
I mean, I don't think he's a bad guy. I think
he's just dumb,
cool dude. He's just very like. I mean, look, he's trying to build his career. You know what I mean?
Definitely,
like other than just being a football player, he's trying to also like. Build and have a podcast, and I get that, but
be like Pat McAfee.
It also comes to the point to where it's like, bro, you got to worry about your own team.
True.
You know what I mean? But
true. But I mean, y'all comment down below who y'all picking this game.
Seth, you did Washington too?
Yeah, we're not.
I don't know, man, because honestly, I don't know. I don't think Washington has anything to play for.
Yeah.
True.
But I'll go Washington.
Okay. All right, so we got the picks for this game. We have no prize picks for this because I mean ain't nobody caring. Don't risk your coins on it. It's scary out there. But moving on, man.
Bet on this game.
We might want to bet on this game coming up. We got Seth winners and losers.
Winners and losers. I'm gonna go first off.
What we got
for my winners and losers? I'm gonna start with the not Cincinnati Bengals, but the Denver Broncos. Besides Bo Nix throwing 3 touchdowns for 219 yards with a QBR of 114, his defense let him down. Allowed 4 touchdowns, giving up 45 points to the Bengals. And Bo Nix has shown y'all that he's the guy. And Jaden Daniels is a really good quarterback, but Bo Nix, who was the 5th quarterback selected, looking like a franchise quarterback.
Yes.
And I told y'all about the Broncos.
What?
I told y'all, give him a run game and a number 2 receiver. And the Broncos.
Marvin Mims is balling.
You know what? I'm going to go against you, Seth.
Contender.
I don't believe in Bo Nix.
Why?
I'll never believe in Bo Nix.
Why?
Because I hate his face. And I don't know how to change that.
Dude, I'm telling you.
There's no rhyme or reason.
Give the Bengals, not the Bengals. I don't know why I said that. My bad. Give the Broncos a better offensive line and a running back. Let them get either one of these free agent wide receivers or draft one of these wide receivers.
You need another wide receiver, get a 3rd wide receiver?
Bro, I'm telling you.
You need 7.
Sutton's nice, but he's a low-end number 1.
What about Marvin Mims?
He's a number 2, 3.
A Jess?
2,
okay,
3.
I give you. I mean Marvin.
Bro, they need to draft
a true number 1.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Sutton's
know.
nice, but he's not like that guy.
No.
Like he's straight, but he's not. You know what I mean?
Well, they don't get a big. They don't draft a big wide receiver like DJ
And
Metcalf.
they need a guy that can do everything.
A guy that can do
You
everything.
know, my
That can go in the
eligibility is
slot.
so
That can go out wide. I'm just telling you, Sutton to me, a lot of teams would be a number 2.
Oh, I don't even get Tyreek Hill.
Nah, he's used goods. Used goods.
No, but here's something though.
T Higgins.
Hear me out. Even though they signed him to an extension, don't be surprised if Sean Payton calls New Orleans and tries to get Kamara.
Oh, I can see that. Or what about they
You know
try?
what Sean Payton can do?
What about the
He
Jets?
can jump
Chris
off a
Olave.
bridge.
What about the Jets with Garrett?
That could happen too. The Broncos, they're gonna get a stud receiver.
I can see that.
I'm calling it right now.
And he'll be number one. He'll be number one on that team.
Either in the draft, they're gonna strike lightning again, or in free
They're
agency.
gonna trade up and get
or
Hunter.
Trade.
Nah, that'd be crazy.
Unfortunately, that's my loser. My second loser is Cardinals. Kyler Murray once
yes.
again.
Kyler Murray, you suck.
Terrible interception. Game on the line. Screwed up. Sacked 4 times. 2 picks. 321 yards on a positive, but QBR a 76.8. I mean, Kyler, come on, man.
How
A
you do
solid
that?
conversation.
Like, put the controllers down. Take accountability. You know, this guy just pouts. He's like a younger version of Aaron Rodgers.
Wayne.
You know what I mean? But not like kooky. You know what I mean?
True.
He's not a hippie.
No, but just I told y'all that the Cardinals were going to be that sleeper team, which they could have been.
And
but
I told you they weren't.
Kyler
I told you that
Murray
they're going
just
to be the
constantly
retardinals from day one.
making mistakes. But, you know, if I'm the Arizona Cardinals, I would possibly look at either drafting someone or maybe bringing in someone to back him up.
They gonna get an O-line.
The conversation that I've seen with the talking heads from the major networks with Kyler Murray is it time to move on? Yes or no?
Nah,
they're saying, is it time to move on? Has he messed up too much? Is he not committed to the game?
Nah.
Has he shown you enough that you believe in him for at least one more year?
I just think you
or are
got to
you moving on?
I just think you got to get the right coach for him.
It's no other quarterbacks in the draft that you gonna get. You gonna get a Melrose from Alabama? He
Sounds like a great
He's
pick.
basically Kyler Murray.
Well, you never know though, because look, like
He's worse than Kyler Murray.
But people were saying this about Bo Mix. People had question marks about.
That's because he was
Penix.
30 when he got drafted.
But Penix can throw it. Melrose from Alabama, he's
Yeah, but
not that
people were
good. They just lost to Michigan. They couldn't even beat Michigan again.
Michigan's not that bad of a
But he
team.
couldn't throw the ball or nothing. This game was a low scoring game. It was like 19 or 13.
defensive game. I gotta check the highlights on that. But next, I'm gonna go with the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, just a pathetic performance.
Horrible. How you lose that?
Pathetic. I'm sorry, Gavin and Jake. The Colts threw this game. The Colts 100% through this game.
You think so?
And
he was
Anthony-
literally
no,
showing
no,
me
no,
plays where
no.
like you're like, what are y'all doing
And
here?
then I was watching this game like while I was stretching to do my jiu-jitsu, and I even heard Jonathan Vilma say, like, why is Jonathan Taylor running like over here instead of running on the side of his best blocker, Quentin
He would
Nelson?
miss the hole
Like,
completely and run into the
missed
back of
hole.
his lineman.
And like instead of like when they did a sweep, he would just like run all the way around instead of like cutting through the tackles when they literally made holes. Like, I'm sorry, but that game was very, very, very fishy.
Oh, and you also showed me the play, Seth. Sorry to interrupt, but the hook and ladder when they were going for 2 and it was like going to be to tie the game. And he literally just was like here, and he was like, oh, all the way out of bounds. Like,
Yeah, and not to mention, like, I mean, Gus Bradley is just a moron. Just a horrible scheme. I mean, you let a quarterback like Drew Lock look like a top 5 quarterback. Like, Drew Lock is not a good quarterback. That is
No
an
picks.
optimum illusion. And what else I was going to say? I'm going to say this. Excuse my language, but Anthony Richardson's a cuck.
Cuck.
He's a pussy.
You don't believe his injury?
Excuse my language. No, he's a baby because he quit on you against the Texans. Oh, I'm tired. Let me sit this one out. He quit on his team again.
He did.
You gotta play through this. You gotta find a way to take a shot. You know what I mean? And you gotta play. You gotta play through. Anthony Richardson and the Colts screwed themselves and screwed the Giants. I am done with Anthony Richardson. That's why I dropped him for my fantasy. He looks like he's going to sell my season-long rushing yards. I'm done with Anthony Richardson. He's a bum. I will never, ever put money on him. I will never, ever say anything positive about him. I don't respect him. it's personal with him. No, flat out. I don't respect players like him. And don't be surprised
if I run into him and put him in the Cobra Clutch.
Don't be surprised if next year he does something again.
I believe
because if I'm the coach GM, I'm calling Anthony Richardson and say, hey, man, are you happy? You happy, asshole? You happy? Because with you're the reason why we're not going to the playoffs.
He's not good.
God.
So if I'm the Colts, I'd let him go. I would cut ties. I've already seen enough red flags. I would cut ties. That's just my opinion.
Coaches can't find a quarterback.
My next loser is New York Giants. Once again, overachieving to underachieve, winning a meaningless game. When you went ahead and you jeopardized the future. For what? I mean, you won against the Colts. Okay, but Joe Flacco was the starting quarterback.
True.
And, there was no reason to win. Because now you're going to have to trade the kitchen sink to get your guy.
Which you already had.
So, I hope you're happy, Giants. You overachieved to underachieve. And then my winner
Who you got winning?
is Washington Commanders.
Okay.
Jaden Daniels clinched the playoff spot, the Commanders, since 2020. 3 touchdowns, QBR of 100. And Jaden Daniels looking like he's the truth. I hope he doesn't have a sophomore slump. Could I see it?
It's possible.
Yeah, possible. But, I just feel like he makes really good decisions with the ball. And he's doing it. And then
Definitely.
last but not least, Malik Neighbors, 7 catches, 171 yards, 2 touchdowns. Even though they lost, Malik Neighbors is the truth. I told y'all.
He's looking good.
He's him.
Uh-huh.
But unfortunately, he plays for the New York Giants, so until they get their quarterback, I don't think he's going to experience the feeling of winning.
No.
It's going to be like another Odell Beckham
Might as well just
situation.
come on to the Steelers, Malik.
Oh, Lord.
Come on down to the Steelers.
Not Gavin and Jay, but they're going to have to get a quarterback.
They
Because
definitely will.
you're not going to be able to attract free agents, and your veteran guys who are Pro Bowlers aren't going to want to play for you anymore.
Yeah.
True.
So
Aaron Rodgers said that he wanted to leave the Jets but stay in New Jersey.
Ooh.
he's not going to the Giants. I don't want him. But those are my winners and losers. And let's get back to the episode.
And there you have it. 6 winners and losers.
Finals winners of losers of all 32 teams.
Exactly. But going back to the games, man, it's time to talk about the Broncos. The Broncos versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, this game is a special one because the Broncos have to win. Because if they don't win, then they make it easy for the Dolphins or the Bengals to get into the playoffs. And you definitely don't want that. But the kicker is about this game is that Patrick Mahomes isn't playing. It's Carson Wentz time to play.
Carson Wentz the truth. Isn't he a Super Bowl champion, Carson Wentz?
That's what I'm saying. They put respect on my man's name, man. Former Eagle. You already know.
It was honestly a disgrace that the Eagles organizations did to him. Jalen Hurts shouldn't even be there.
Horrible. But how y'all feel about this game? Do you feel like
Make it real simple. Sorry to cut you off. I got the Broncos.
They're coming off of a loss of the Bengals.
Exactly. They need to win.
They need to win, though.
I don't see
Chiefs
the Chiefs
are resting
winning.
players.
They're resting players. Give me the Broncos money line.
Ooh.
Give me the Broncos.
That's a
Broncos Nation, stand up. Bo Nix, you screwed me once. You better not screw me twice.
True that. It's gonna be a hard one. Only reason I say that is because, like you said, it's week 18. A lot of people are resting their players. So I don't know how long will Travis Kelce play. How many series will Travis Kelce play, or the rest of everybody else?
Just long enough to blow a kiss to Taylor Swift in the stands.
But why would you play Travis if
True.
you don't have Patrick? But give me the Broncos in this game.
Yeah, true that. Man, it's gonna be a crazy one because Bo Nix and them definitely need to win this game.
I'm saying Broncos by default.
Really? You going with Broncos?
Yeah.
By default.
By default, because the Chiefs are resting players.
Oh yeah.
That's something. If it's a normal matchup, I would definitely pick the Chiefs. With the
And we
Chiefs
got
resting
no
players,
bets.
I'm picking the Broncos. I bet Seth for tacos.
For that one game.
Bengals Steelers straight up.
Yeah, I got to bet.
You talk about Mr.
you got
Bet
Chiefs,
Maker.
Kodak? You
I
wanna
make
bet?
bets.
Nah.
You want to pick?
You want to pick? You want to donate?
You want to pick the Chiefs?
Nah, I'm definitely not
You
picking.
pick the Chiefs?
I definitely don't
I'll
want
give
to
you the Chiefs plus 1.5.
Nah, I definitely don't want.
It's all right. We got some other good games coming up.
We only got 2 more games left, but I'm definitely going. I'm going Broncos this game. I don't see
this guy's trying to save his overall record by joining with the club.
Nah, I don't feel like the Bengals should even make it to the playoffs, and the Dolphins. Just how
The Bengals defense, man. It's okay though. I'm telling you, the Bengals, they're gonna have to let Higgins go because they're gonna have to spend Well, I mean, they could re-sign him, but they're gonna have to get a bunch of defensive. I think they're gonna have to get defensive players.
Okay, so but we're going to bets and prize picks and underdogs. What you betting on the Broncos?
I don't want anyone.
No.
Nobody. You don't want Courtney. I got Courtney Sutton on the receiving yards at least.
I got
Maybe receptions, but
Bo Nix on attempts. Pass attempts.
Maybe rushing attempts.
More than 27 pass attempts.
If I can get Bo Nix at 4 rushing attempts,
Listen, it could be a low number like 20. It's like 27, 28 pass attempts.
Do
Per
it.
30.
I'll be
And nuke
30,
it.
30
Can't
point,
run the ball.
like 31.5, some crazy number. One of my coaches said nuke it.
But I'm not a bettor, so take that with a
Alright.
grain of salt.
I would take Bo Nix rushing attempts at
Ooh,
4
yes.
if there's there.
Yeah, definitely take Bo Nix rushing attempts. Don't take anything from Jaleel. The running back for the Broncos are trash. I mean, I
You
either
get a water shooter.
I either go with Marvin Mims because I mean he has been balling out 103 yards, 2 touchdowns last game. Courtney Sutton, I mean he's off and on. I really don't know what's going to happen with him. But I mean, I'm looking at
Sutton pushed when I had that power.
yeah.
When I had that 4-man power, he got just at 5, dude. That was sick. I mean, I won, but I didn't get the full amount. Thank you.
Let me see what they said. They said Courtney Sutton, will he have more than 69.5 receiving yards? Bo Nix more than 223 passing yards. I mean, that's all they got.
Yeah.
Then Bo Nix, they said rushing more than 24.5.
I'm about to cash out on that power.
Cash out on that one? Ooh.
No, I'm talking about.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they don't got that many options. They have nothing for the Chiefs because they don't know who's going to even play for the Chiefs either. It looks like either Bo Nix or you going with Courtney Sutton. But y'all comment down below who y'all got in this game, man. We all going Broncos. Chiefs, they already in the playoffs. Moving on, man. We got the next here. Now, this is going to be a wild one. We got the Seattle Seahawks versus the Rams. I mean, both these teams are coming off of a victory, but it was trash victories, man. 13-9 against the Cardinals and 6-3 against the Bears.
And the Seahawks are out of it, right? They don't have anything to play for.
Yes, they do. They do have something to play for it because right now Geno Smith is playing for his bonus, his completion bonus. Right now he's at 70% completion. As long as he ends the season more than 69.7 completions, he will get his bonus.
So why wouldn't he just not play?
He has to get his.
If he's already at the percentage he needs to get the bonus, why I would just sit out.
True. I mean, you probably play a couple series. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you could sit out.
I need DK, man, to have another.
Ooh, DK hasn't really been showing up. 3 catches for 42 yards. I mean, he really hasn't been showing up.
I got a season long for him.
But like my coach just said, I mean, like if you already had 70 points, 23, why you want to risk it? 69 is too close. I mean,
do we know the Rams? Are they announcing that they're resting anybody?
Look at that.
Ooh, that does look nice. With the Rams, I mean, you can check it out to see if they're arresting anybody. I mean, the Rams are just on and off. You don't know what's gonna go. You don't know what's gonna go on with Kyren Williams. Kyren Williams last game, 56 rushing yards. They can't do nothing with that. But when he went against the Jets, 122 rushing yards, and also what was going on with the Rams. They had a problem beating the Jets. It was a struggle game trying to beat the Jets and Aaron Rodgers. It's a struggle game trying to beat the Cardinals. They just struggling these past few games.
I still like the Rams, even though they're the underdog.
What's the spread?
The Seahawks are already out of the playoffs. It's like +3.
Ooh.
I'm pulling it up.
I got the Rams money.
I'm gonna say Rams.
Who you got, Kodak?
Man,
Seahawks have nothing
yeah, I gotta go to Seahawks. I definitely gotta go to Seahawks this game because they ain't betting no games this week. So I'm definitely gotta go Seahawks to win this to mess up.
We got also a good one.
To mess up the Rams. I mean, it's gonna be a definitely good one. I mean,
What'd y'all bet? What do y'all bet?
A smoothie. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, smoothie. We can definitely do that. Are you taking? But going on to prize picks, are you taking Puka Nakua's receiving yards catches? Because I mean, last game 10 catches, 129 yards.
Yeah, I'll take his catches and that's it. Or Kyren Williams rushing yards. That's it.
The Seahawks are actually favored by 5.5.
Oh, 5.5.
Ooh,
really?
Yeah, I mean. So what? I mean, I wonder what they
for
know.
real?
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, I'm looking at the injuries reported. They don't have anyone that the Rams are holding out, but I guess they're just assuming that they're not going to play everyone.
Yeah, I mean, right now they're saying Geno Smith's going to have. Will he have more than 252.5 passing yards this game? I mean, I don't really think he's going to have that against this team. I mean, DK Metcalf more than 58.5 reception yards. And then Jason Smith, Najub, 72.5. I mean, yeah, I don't think they're gonna be hitting that. The way they're talking these numbers, I think they're making it sound like they finna play the whole game.
And Jigboy, yeah.
They making it seem like they finna play the whole game, but yeah, I doubt that. If they do, hopefully it's good for me. Seahawks definitely win this game. But moving on to the last and final game, we got the most important game, the fight for the number 1 seed.
Fight for the bye week.
Versus the
Fight for the bye week versus the
Lions.
Now, the Lions, they definitely need to win this game. They need the bye week because they have a lot of injured players. They definitely need their rest. I mean, the defense for the Lions are pretty much depleted. I mean, they went 40 to 39, 30 to 40, 40 to 34 against the 49ers. You know, the 49ers don't got anybody. All they got is Brock Purdy and Debo. Everybody else is injured. But this game, this is going to be a crazy one.
Lions are favored by 2.5.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice one. I mean, Justin Jefferson's been balling out no matter who they playing against. Nobody can seem to stop him. 92 receiving yards last game. I feel like the Lions, they lost their thunder. I mean, like, they don't have the Sonic and Knuckles two-headed running back situation. They got Gibbs. Gibbs is balling 117 last game, but it's not the same if you having 2 running backs. Like, you get no break when you got 2 running backs.
I got Lions. Bet me.
Ooh.
I'm
home.
Yeah, I gotta bet this game. Yeah, definitely gotta bet this game. I'm feeling the Vikings going to do it. I mean, Sam Darnold has been balling.
Goff's a better quarterback.
Goff is a better quarterback.
Lions had the better coaching. They're home. Give me the Lions.
But at the same time, the Lions gamble a lot. So maybe the gambler finally gonna catch up to them. They may gamble wrong.
What is this? A Red Bull taco burger?
Maybe a appetizer from the restaurant.
After my jiu-jitsu comp.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, so
whoever's buying the chips and queso for the table.
Exactly. Let's see. Are you? I mean, with this game,
you want to bet me on that too, Coase?
Yeah, I ain't bet you either.
Lions.
Red Bull.
Margarita.
Whatever. Got a mark. Yeah, so I'm betting both of these in this game. I mean, this is a very important game. I mean, with the Vikings. I mean, the Vikings have been surprised. I mean, they just beat the Green Bay Packers 27-25.
Close
I mean,
game.
Aaron Jones didn't show up this past game. So I'm hoping against the Lions on this defense that he balls out, because I mean, they haven't. 34 points to get. They let the 49ers throw 34 points on them. And I know Sam Darnold and them can do a way better job than that, because they got the whole complete team. And the defense for the Vikings is pretty good. But what were you gonna say?
Oh yeah, I just got Lions.
You got Lions.
Yeah, we got Lions.
We got Lions.
We're gonna beat you in the bets, and that's all it's got to it.
Lies, but I mean,
Sammy D ain't showing up.
Moving on to prize picks for this game. What you got going on for prize picks? You got anything for the Lions you betting on before we move on to the Vikings?
Golf completions.
Uh-huh.
Do you have it on there?
No, but I just.
No.
He didn't do anything with the Lions.
Oh.
Yeah, golf off the top of the head. Golf completions.
What about golf passing yards? Anything for golf passing yards?
I don't know. I'll look more.
Let me see. I'm gonna put up that while we looking this up. So yeah, last game of the night, Minnesota.
This game is really going to determine a lot. I'm glad to see that we're going to have a competitive game. The Steelers and Bengals games are kind of the same way, but with this, it's even more up for grabs, where you're literally playing for time off for your team. You're playing for a bye week to give your team a chance to heal, so that way you can go to the playoffs with your best foot forward. I mean, honestly, if you lose this game, your penalty is you got to pay an extra game, so that's a pretty huge penalty, and make your road to a championship even longer. So I think both teams are going to give it their all. I have no idea who's going to win. I mean, this is going to be a great quarterback matchup. But, you know, like me and Seth said, we're picking Lions, but I do not think it's going to be a blowout. I think it might even be a last-second win.
Yeah, exactly. It might be a last-second win. And right now they're saying, do you think Sam Darnold's going to throw more than the lowest is 224 yards, and then you already got 224 yards with Jared Goff. Y'all comment down below. Y'all think they will make more or less than that? And then for the rushing yards, you already know Aaron Jones more than 61.5, and then Jamar Gibbs more than 69.5. It's saying it's a Green Devil next to Gibbs. That means this might be easy money. Make sure y'all do that. Oh, more than 1.5 touchdowns. I can definitely see that happening. But yeah, it looks like that's the prize picks that's going on. Anything underdogs you saw?
No, I was just doing some live bets.
Ooh, got a live bet going on.
And guys and girls, make sure you pay attention to the live bets as well. The live bets can be free a lot of the times. So make sure to pay attention to the live bets and lock them in before the projection gets paused.
Lock them.
But
But there we have it. Those are our games of the week that we're talking about. But now we got the rest of the week 18. We're gonna start from the top to the bottom. So you go back and forth. So the first game, Baltimore Ravens versus the Browns. You already know.
I need the Browns to win. Helps the Giants, but
yeah, let's go.
I don't see that happening.
Definitely.
Let's go Brownies.
And then
I would love for the Browns to win, but I don't think so.
Then the next one, the Bucks versus the Saints. I mean, the Bucks should win that game long as Baker Mayfield plays. I don't really see the Saints winning. I feel the same way with the Saints game. Saints versus Bucks on the
Bucks
left at
money
1.
line spread.
Yeah, I don't care. The Bucks. Let's go Bucks.
Then you got Patriots versus the Bills. I mean, I don't think Josh Allen's playing.
I got Pats.
That passes one? Okay, I can definitely see that.
Pats. Well, Josh Allen's going to play a little bit.
Okay.
I read a report. I could see the Pats winning this game.
Then you got Penix versus Bryce Young.
What the Raiders and Chargers? I got Chargers going to play a little bit.
I got Chargers winning that game.
Depends.
They finna fire that coach. Then I got the Falcons beating. Well, actually, I got the Panthers beating the Falcons.
Really?
Yeah.
Bet me lunch.
We can't bet on it. We can bet on these games too.
You can if you want. It's just
let's go.
Okay, I got Falcons. They need to win this game.
Yeah, Falcons need. I mean, they're not doing nothing in the playoffs. I feel like the Panthers should do something. I mean, this is a rivalry game, so we can go either way.
You're sick that Pitts did.
Who picked Panthers?
I did.
Right, Kodak?
Yeah, hell yeah. Then moving on, we got the Texans versus the Titans. And you already know the Texans are gonna win this game.
Well, I don't know.
It's Mason Rudolph.
I don't know though. And Will Levis.
They're losing by 40.
Well, I don't think Will Levis.
Mason Rudolph.
We need the Titans to win this game for the Giants.
True.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Titans win this game. I wouldn't be surprised.
You want to bet on it?
No.
All right,
but we need the Titans to win.
Then we got the Cardinals versus the 49ers. Kyler Murray.
Give me Niners money line.
Yeah, give me Niners this game because I'm
They're
done
both
with,
scrubs.
I'm done with Kyler Murray. I'm definitely done with them.
Debo could go to the Steelers, by the way, shooter.
Definitely
Kyler Murray?
No,
Debo Samuels.
It's going to be his last game with the 49ers.
They have to make a decision on the wide receiver. They keep keeping Brandon. They keeping so many people.
Yeah.
Jennings been balling out. Colts versus Jags. I got
Jags.
I got Jags, man. Yeah, I definitely got Jags this game. Then the Dolphins versus the Jets.
Fins up, baby.
Fins up, baby. Even if Tua don't play, I definitely.
Give me the Jets.
What?
You want to bet?
Last game.
You said you want to bet that game.
If
Tua might not play.
No, I don't want to. I don't even want to bet the game. I'm just being silly.
You know the Dolphins need to win.
And then the last one we got here is the Bears versus the Packers.
Give me the Bears.
Look at the Packers.
No, are the Packers playing everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to win.
Oh, okay. Well, then give me the Packers. It's the end of the year, people. We're having fun.
Having fun. You gotta have fun a little bit. But there we have it. Week 18 slate. We showed you everything you needed to know about getting your money up this week. It's the last week before the wild cards. Once again,
wild card weekend.
And the last episode of 2024, guys.
Hey, last episode of 2024, New Year's Eve, baby. And also make sure y'all sign up for Prize Picks. Use the QR code that we showed you in the beginning. Once again, it is PRAWWPQJ4 to get your money up, man. Yeah, but hey, you already know, man. It's your boy Philip Supreme, Kodak Coughlin, baby, and the Eagles with my co-host
Real Good Doty. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also follow me on Instagram as well. Daily Motivation Jiu-Jitsu as well. I got a tournament, Grappling Industries, January 18th. Pull up, support your boy.
We vlogging
my first tournament.
Tales from the Crib's gonna vlog the tournament, and we'll show the footage. You'll get to see Seth put someone in a Cobra clutch.
And then
That'll be fun. Oh, Chico Grande, Chico 2 times. Shooter McGavin, baby. Thanks for watching, supporting. Make sure you check out our weekly podcast, Tales from the Crib podcast, about current events, sports, celebrities. We talk basketball and over there. Basketball doesn't have its own show. It's on the Tales from the Crib podcast show. Make sure you check out TFTC Clips. We even clip out parts of this show and put it on TFTC Clips. So if you don't have time to watch the whole podcast, check out TFTC Clips. If you're a gamer, check out TFTC Gaming. We're playing all kinds of fun games, basketball, Madden, wrestling, fighting, all that good stuff. And then check out our music reaction channel, Crib Reactions. That's our #1 channel. Get that to 15,000 subs. We check out music from all over the world and even here in the States. We just, music fanatics over there.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, have a happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
We'll see y'all
Year's.
next year.
Yeah. See y'all later.
Let's go Eagles.
Let's go Saquon Tammy. Damn. Jalen, save us.